We'll start with Coach. Just talk a little bit about the journey this year. Obviously, it's been a grind. One of the things that we brought up to the other Texas coaches, 3 Texas teams in the Final Four, and it's been a gauntlet for you guys all season just to get to this spot. So what has this journey been like?
Been some ups and downs. Non-conference, we really fought adversity, stuff that was out of our control. All of these guys sitting up here missed time and missed games. We were preseason number 1 in the country. We lost 3 in a row in November. We were 9-4 at the break, and these guys came together. And you were right, it's an absolute gauntlet in conference play. We won our league, which I'm sure all 3 teams before us said they thought their league was the best in the country. But I truly believe our league was the hardest in the country, and we won it by multiple games. These guys came together, started clicking at the right time, and here we are today playing our best basketball of the season. I truly believe that.
And then for the players up there, what has it been to get you guys to click like that? How have you guys meshed over the course of this season, and what's the bond like with you guys in the locker room?
Go ahead, Drew.
We went through a little bit of adversity, but it's kind of just a team effort. We kind of came along together from the ups and downs, kind of just nagging at each other from time to time. But we all want the same thing. We all want to win. We all want to be in the same position, but a better team, So we figured it out over the break. We text each other, figure out what we wanted to do as a team, and then instead of us talking about it, we came together and actually showed it, because actions speak louder than words. So kind of over the course of our team falling apart, we came stronger and stronger together. So it's been wonderful, but it's been tough.
Go ahead, Caleb.
I'll just piggyback off that. I think going through that adversity early definitely helped us, come together as one. And like I said, we'd rather go through the adversity early on through the year and figure it out and play our best basketball at this point in the season. So I think it's been great and a great thing to see as a point guard. So.
And I'll piggyback on that. All 4 of these guys have sat in my office at some point this year, and we've had, I'd call them spirited discussions as how we're going to get back on track. And to their credit, they all listened and digested, and like Tyrio said, they put some action behind those words and started clicking at the right time.
I would just say, adding to that, we went through a lot of trial and error with everybody because we got a lot of talented players on the team. So there was a lot of egos, everybody coming from different programs. So I think we did a really good job, just understand that we all have common ground and we all want the same thing, at the end of this journey. So that I really think that will bring us together.
Yeah.
Oh, like they say, we went to to a lot of stuff early in the season, but we stood together as a team. That's why we're here. That's why we're still playing.
And then coming off that Angelina game where it looked like the Roadrunners had control for a good chunk of the first half, and then it flipped on a switch like that. So talk about the confidence that you guys have that you can make those runs at the end of game and kind of turn the game script on its head.
Go ahead, Kev.
Every game we know we're bound for a big time run at any moment. So we just stick to the game plan, stick to our defensive principles. I remember in another interview I said, as soon as our defensive intensity picks up, that's where everything just goes on the upward trends for us. Our offense usually is never the problem. If we're going through struggles, we know we're going to figure our offense out. So, like I said, as soon as our defense picks up, that's when we get rolling.
One of our team keys that we write on the board every game is the game is 40 minutes long. You're not going to come out in the first 7 minutes and be up, 63-7. The game is 40 minutes, and we talked about yesterday in the locker room before the game. Connors and Trinity Valley were both down double figures in the second half and won. In the postseason, it's all about finding a way to win, and the game is 40 minutes. And I thought these guys, especially yesterday, came together, got their emotions in check, and just figured out a way to win the game.
Really, yesterday we kind of just stopped being so emotional. We kind of played as a team, because that's kind of the best basketball possible, playing as a team. Even if it's swing one more or rebound, just the small things, we kind of picked it up. Even though it was kind of a hassle early on, but we knew what we needed to do to win. So.
Okay.
Well, I just think, like they said, just picked off of them, when we came into that second half, we were talking to each other, great bench energy, and, we did what we had to do. We made some timely shots, and then we got some timely stops. and squeeze out the game.
So yesterday game, we knew it was gonna be a rough game, but you gotta stay in the game. You gotta stay in the game, no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying? And just take the best out of the situation, and that's what we did. We trusted each other, and we play as a team and follow the game plan, and that's what we want.
And then for the players up there, talk a little bit about your junior college experience. What's it been like for you guys at South Plains, and what have you learned from your time there?
Most of us coming from D1 programs, coming to this junior college level, honestly, it's been great. Like it's playing for a coach like Coach Sowers and Coach Mayo. They're going to push us to be our best every day. This is not our end destination. We don't want to end at the junior college level. Just wanting to be better every day is definitely the end all be all for JUCO. So, these guys, my teammates and everything. These guys are great guys. They're not bad guys or anything like that. We're all on the common ground of wanting to achieve one goal, and it's just a beautiful thing.
I just want to shout out to both of them, because when they recruited us, they recruited winners. So I just feel like so far it's been wonderful. This is my first experience here, and just them recruiting me, they trusted me with surrounding me around great players, especially people who wanted the same thing that I want. So just the first couple of months that I've been in, it was rough trying to get used to it, but Sowers and Mayo, they brought me in, they taught me the ropes. Shout out to my teammates, had my back within everything. So it's been rough, but you get used to it, and once you get used to it, it feels great.
For me, I would just say it was a pretty quick adjustment period for me, but this is like the first time I've ever been on a team where it's kind of weird. Everybody's goal is to leave, but we just gotta do it the right way. So I think that really gave me a new perspective because I never experienced that before.
So my experience, I say I look at it as a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because last year wasn't a good year for me, but this year I got the opportunity to play for Coach Sowers and a winning program, a great coaching staff, and they really gave me the opportunity to. They trusted me to help them win games and stuff, and that's how I look at it, as a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because we in JUCO, it's in the middle of nowhere, ain't nothing but get better every day, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, as a blessing.
And then, Coach, you've got Connor State coming up, who's obviously on that magical run right now, coming down from down 13 with 3.5 left in the last game to come back and win that. So when you're playing a team that can score as often as they can late in ball games, how do you prepare for Connor State?
We just got to prepare the same way we've been preparing all year. Understand that this is the Final Four. There's no bad teams in the whole tournament. We discussed that when the bracket was released. I didn't feel like there was one bad team in the entire tournament. And while their seed is 17, they still have, I think, 31 or 32 wins. They are a tremendous team. They've been here before. They're going to be hungry. We got to prepare the right way. We got to prepare to win. We got to focus on us, and we know what we got to do to keep advancing.
All right, we'll open it up to the room. Any questions?
Hayden, you took over a very tenured, historic program a couple of years ago. Obviously, Steve Green's name has been brought up today. What's it been like to follow his steps and continue the legacy that South Plains basketball is?
It's been awesome. Isaac used the word blessing. I got a blessing in taking over South Plains at 30 years old, and he's been a liaison for me behind the scenes. He doesn't want to be super involved, but he always tells me his phone's always open. I believe he's the greatest junior college coach to ever do it, and to follow him in his footsteps has been a blessing, And the main thing that I've learned is you can't win without, and he'll tell you the same thing, you can't win without great players, and I feel like after my first year we locked in on trying to get the best talent that was obsessed with winning, and I feel like we've done that at a high level the past 2 years.
Coach, you haven't mastered the Steve Green set on the score table yet. Every time I visit him at the national tournament, he'd be casually sitting on the store table back there. Do you remember that as an assistant?
Yes. I remember a lot of things from Steve. When he would put that hand over that mouth, it was sometimes it was not nice things to me, but he was obsessed with winning. And the most misunderstood thing about Steve is he's a tremendous human being, man. Great dude. Cares about South Plains, cares about the players, cares about the coaches that are working for him. And he still checks in to this day with guys that played for him 20, 25 years ago, checks in with me, checks in with these guys. You know, he came in, remember he sat down with you, Isaac, one time we were sitting in my office, and he told Isaac, he said, you guys can win the national title if you'll just come together and focus on winning. And he just cares. You know, he cares about South Plains, he cares about the community, he cares about these kids to this day.
You have a team that's loaded with sophomores, and you got a lot of leadership out there. Is that an advantage?
I would say yes. You know, guys that are older and experienced and understand what it takes to win college basketball games. I say the main advantage was early on in the process, September, October, November, because they know how to work. You know, they know how to set the example by their work ethic and how to practice every day with the weights and all the stuff that comes with it. But I would say yes, and I would also venture to say we're probably not the only team out here that's got a bunch of older guys. I think Division I, JUCO, however you want to look at it, you gotta get older to win. So, but I would say it is an advantage. We've got some guys that are in their third and fourth years of college playing for us, which is a major advantage.
All right, anything else?
For the players, one thing I've noticed watching is cohesion on the bench is awesome. Even when the starters are sitting, some of the bench guys are out. I mean, getting up on threes, getting fired up for the guys. Can you speak to that kind of brotherhood that you guys have developed and supporting each other?
I would just say to win games, like you have to have energy. Like these teams coming in here playing us, they're good teams and they're going to give us their best shot. So we need to be able to, always be on our A game, and to do that, I mean, we need everybody on the team. Anybody that's on the team came on the bus. We need everybody. We need all the fans. We need everybody because, I mean, we didn't get here by ourselves, so we can't win it by ourselves.
And I'll piggyback on that just a little bit we got guys that don't start the games, that play less minutes, that would be stars somewhere else, I feel like. And to watch them support each other and guys that have taken lesser roles, so to speak, that's how you win, and that's how you win at a major level, and at the end of the journey, because of the support, the enthusiasm for each other, everybody can see that, and they will all end up where they want to be. But you can't win, like IJ said, without togetherness and trust in one another. And I think you're right. The bench energy was fantastic yesterday in the second half when we made our run. And to watch these guys truly come together here late in the season has been a joy to kind of see.
There's really there's no I in team, so we don't preach just teammates. We don't look at each other as just teammates or just trying to help each other get out here. We look at each other as brothers, somebody that we can count on if somebody else is not playing good or somebody else is not doing good in the next possession, So I feel like that just kind of going out, we need everybody, even if people that's not starting. Like I remember this time where I got hurt and I wasn't starting, but when I came back, I'm clapping my teammates, I'm cheering them on because at the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. We need everybody. We got to count on everybody, even if we're not at our best.
I say, just we know what we're here for. We know what we're trying to get done. It's like if it's not going good for me, and it's going good for him, I gotta make sure he keep doing good. I gotta roll for him. I gotta make sure he stay in the game, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure he stay with positive energy and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like my teammates said, we together, because we understand what we're trying to get done, We're trying to make history. We're trying to, that's what we're trying to do, man. Make history and,
Yeah, everybody on this team, the common goal is, what we consistently preach is we want to change our lives. Each game, we want to change our lives. Each game is a historic game for us. So we have a real brotherhood going on. It's a unique experience. Playing on a team where We have all sophomores, so everybody on the team is leaving. So, we just want to see everybody do good. We want to see everybody succeed, and that's the biggest thing, that we want to see everybody succeed. So, this is just a real brotherhood, a great experience. That's it.
Hey, you talk about point guard real quick. Talk about Caleb a little bit. In this tournament, it seems to me that there's really good guards compared to some years we have bigs, some years we have good forwards, but really good guard play, and he's been one of the exceptional ones.
Yeah, when we came up here last year, me and Coach, and we lost in the Elite Eight, and we sat down and figured out, all right, what do the teams that went up here have, and it's elite guard play, and I feel like, no disrespect to anybody else, but I feel like we got the best 2 point guards in the country, but these two guys right here, and Caleb has led the country in assists since Christmas, tremendous point guard, tremendous passer, leads by example. We really challenged him yesterday to lead by example, and he went out there and he hit 3 threes down the stretch, and that's what point guards do. That's what leaders do, and I feel like we got the best 2 point guards in the country sitting up here, Caleb being one of them for sure.
I just feel like playing against, I'm not against him, but playing aside of him, it's kind of good, because that's kind of what you need, especially on a D1 level. You have a great point guard who knows how to pass, how to put it where you want it, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just playing along with him is wonderful. You got somebody who can score, pass, something that everybody needs in a point guard, especially kind of him having games where he had probably less points, but so many assists because he knows how to be a true point guard. So
you can't win up here without a really good point guard. I mean, you just can't do it. If you look down the line of teams that have won the past 10 to 12 years, the best guard and the best backcourts normally lead you to the title.
All right. Any closing statements before we wrap up?
I'm excited to be here. This is an awesome experience. I think I've been here twice as a head coach, once as an assistant. I mean, this is tremendous. I think these guys enjoy it. Hutch does a great job. Hope to be back every year, but hopefully we can close this thing out with 2 more.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Congratulations.
Good job.